Hello and welcome to my kitchen. We are having another dye session, except this one is super special because normally I just do one skein experiment and I just kind of document the process, but today we're doing two skeins because one's going to be for me, but the other one I'm going to give away to one of you to celebrate 500 subscribers. So I'm also going to do a Q&A, but we'll talk about that later. But I thought this would be a really special way to celebrate. We could have matching skeins and it's still very much documenting the process, still experimenting and playing around with dye. So I have everything set up. My water is heating up. I'm trying a new method today. I'm gonna do speckles. I almost said sprinkles. I'm gonna do speckles because I can't resist. I feel like it would be very special. I have no idea how it will turn out, of course, but I really want to try speckles. So the water's heating up. Citric acid is already in. My yarn has been soaking for a few hours. Citric acid already in that. I really thought about being bold and going for lavender, but I changed my mind. And I think what the plan is to do a light wash of rose pink. And then, so it will be like a very light purple background. And then the speckles will be blue and pink, because those are my two favorite colors. And that felt just like a right place to start with my first time trying to dye speckles. I just touched my shirt and I'm like, maybe I should go get an apron because this is my hand-dyed shirt and I'd be very sad. Okay, let me go. I found another 8-quart stainless steel stock pot at Goodwill last time I went, and I couldn't believe it because I had looked for right around a year for a shorter stock pot stainless steel, and it took me so long to find it, and now I just found one like back to back times I went, so I picked it up. Okay, I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna move the camera. I'm gonna try a different angle and see if you can watch more of the process because I think that'd be a little bit more special. So come on, let's see what we get up to. A day. I did not get to show you or wrap up the dyeing session because I literally took the yarn, the stock pot, off the stove and my son started crying, and so went up there and he was just fussy. He's just been kind of fussy all afternoon. We got some good cuddles in though, so that was very sweet. Can't complain too much about the extra fussiness. But yes, I am knackered. It took a long time to do all those speckles. And I still definitely could have done more. I think maybe next time I'll just do 100-gram skein per pot, because I feel like I still could have done more speckles. I'm really happy with it. It's drying currently and I can't wait to show you. I'm really happy with it. But yeah, it's I could have done more. But I am really tired. So my husband has his tennis league tonight. I am just going to sit, the boys are down, hopefully, and I'm just going to sit and knit and watch anything. I'm desperate to just be really cozy. So I'm going to pull out my blanket. I think the blanket is what I'm going to work on because that seems extra cozy. has been lovely. I just sat down to work on my socks. It has been so beautiful. We got a thunderstorm over the weekend and it has cooled it off, and it's not humid. It's been really spectacular. So we were just at the park today, got the boys nice and tired. It's been a lovely day. I wanted to follow up what I was talking about in last week's video about just everything I'm learning about making time to read the Bible and how difficult it is, but how much I know that it needs to be a priority. I think after like praying over the weekend, reading all your lovely supportive comments, I think what I've decided on is to give 30 minutes every day, still track my time because that just works well for me. I'm someone that enjoys that. So do 30 minutes every day of some type of Bible time with God before like consuming anything else. So, and it can look different. Like on days where I'm really exhausted, I think I'll let myself knit and just listen to the Bible. But it can be reading a devotional, reading the Bible, writing in my prayer journal, and then what I did today was decorating my prayer journal. That's just something that I love to do. I mean, I haven't written in my prayer journal since I was pregnant. Really, I think it's since I was pregnant. It's been a long time. But I do like decorating my prayer journal when I use it. And so, yeah, just listening to the Bible, decorating my prayer journal, listening to the Bible in watercolor. Because if you remember, that was one of my goals, that I would watercolor at least once a week, and I haven't been doing it. But listening to the Bible in watercolor, I did that today, and it was so relaxing. So I want to thank you so much for just your support and your encouragement. And it was just so nice to know that, I'm not alone and I've been through it before. And even that this might be a season of just checking off the box, of like pushing myself to do 30 minutes, checking off the box, knowing that it's for my good, but not necessarily feeling it. And then trusting that God will use this time to teach me, and that I'll get through it, and my affections will be like turned back towards like desiring God. So yeah, I just want to thank you for last week, for letting me share that, and then being so encouraging and just comforting, being like a source of comfort and encouragement. So I don't have too much time to knit today because I did my 30 minutes of Bible time, but I do get to work on my socks. Socks go fast. So yep, I'm just right here on the foot. I'm just gonna put on a video and rest for about 40 minutes. Okay, I've done 15 minutes of Bible time. So I get to do 15 minutes more before starting to knit. And I'm very excited. I'm going to put you down real quick. I'm very excited because I'm going to paint again. Whenever I get in the painting mood, I just try and follow it. I try to lean into it because it doesn't happen too often. I'm back in my comfy spot on the couch. I did my I got to a little over 30 minutes of listening to the Bible today while I was painting. I'm not always in the mood for it because I'm not good. Like I just started painting since I've had Simon, and it's very casual. But there is something so wonderful about it, which is why I was on my crafty goals for this year. But yeah, the past 2 days, I've just really loved leaning into painting and listening. And in some ways, it's like, I think the reason that I've always hesitated to paint, especially this past year, is like, it feels like it's a lot of work to get out all the paint, to paint, and then to clean up. But in reality, I feel like the setup and the cleanup takes total of 5 minutes. And so with me kind of being more disciplined about reading the Bible, I feel like it's shown me, no, this is actually approachable and doable. I only have about 40 minutes today to knit. And I was going to knit on my blanket, but I'm really feeling my socks. I feel like I'm really close to the toe. And so I'm getting that like extra oomph of like, oh, let's finish. It's been a really good day. A really good start to nap time. Okay, I wanted to show you the project I made. The progress I made on my projects this week. I think I have about an inch left in my sock. So this is what you saw last week, or the last vlog, I should say. So yeah, I got a good amount done. I'm very happy with that. So I think I have about an inch left, and then I'm just going to follow her instructions for the toe. She likes umbrella toe. The umbrella toe is in her pattern, so I'm just trying it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna change anything. I just want it to be an easy sock. So that is that one. I showed you progress on my blanket, which I have not done a ton since last time. I only worked on this for a little bit after the dyeing day, or the dyeing session, I should say. So a lot of my time this week, not a lot, but a big chunk of my time went to dyeing yarn, and I'll show you that. So I haven't gotten to a new color yet. The most progress I made was on my Ballerina Wrap top. So this is the progress. I knit this over the weekend. You didn't see me knit on this at all this week because I'm at a standstill. But yeah, so I got about another 2 inches over the weekend. I finished the raglan increases. I'm just going to move my keyboard while I'm talking. I finished the raglan increases, and it's telling me to split for sleeves, and I think it is way too small. Yeah, so I put it on barber cord because I'm like, surely this is not like real. So I want to show you. Okay. So it's an I-cord edging. So this, this only will I cord right here. But, so it's from this marker to this one. And just, I can barely stretch it. But when I do that, to stretch it to close it, I am unable to like stretch this one. Where is it? Over here. There it is. I just really have to stretch it. I'm like, there's no way. How am I supposed to be splitting for sleeves right now? Maybe if it's like way kind of lower off my back. Like it's not all the way up here, but maybe if it's like lower. I can touch, but it's very close. Whereas this one, can I touch on this one if I lower it? No, I can't lower it. So I really don't know what to do. I've never knit a wrap cardigan before, so the construction, I'm not confident at all in how to like just just keep doing the raglan increases. And like, do I also keep increasing for the wraparound part? So yeah, I'm at a standstill. I don't know what to do. Part of me, what I'm leaning towards is just going up a size, like continuing to knit until like the medium size. So about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm still on track. I'm still on gauge 16. Well, I'm still at my swatch. My swatch was 32 rows, and I think hers is like 28 rows. So yeah, part of me is thinking I'm just going to knit the next size up. I'm knitting small and thinking I'm just going to knit the next size and kind of follow those directions. But yes, let me know your thoughts, especially if you've knit this before. But if you're familiar with like wrap cardigan constructions, I would so appreciate it. Any kind of advice you have, like whether to just go up a size. I just don't know. So that's at a standstill. So that was the one I worked on most over the weekend. So far, so much that I got to the splitting for sleeves, but it doesn't feel right yet. But let me show you the yarn. Ta-da! Okay, I'm gonna hide behind it so it doesn't wash it out too much. It's really washing it out. Oops. It's tricky because like this is pretty, oh yeah, that looks good. In the viewfinder, that looks pretty good. So it's definitely not, even. Part of it reminds me of 4th of July, even though it's like pink and a little tiny bit of purple. But I think the blue and then the dark like fuchsia really just kind of reminds me of 4th of July. And that feels really special because it's such a big 4th of July like number this year, like 250. Is that right? Or 300? 250, I think. But so let me wrap them up for you. Alexa, stop. That is my go and put my mini sweet peppers in. But I think I still have a few minutes. I did it early. So yes, this is the skein, or probably the other one, whichever one looks nicer. But this is a skein that I would love to give away to one of you lovely subscribers. So yeah, it's all my favorite colors, purple, pink, blue. And it's my first time doing speckles, so I just think that is really special. Because you've been here for a lot of my firsts. I've done a lot of first things on YouTube. Yes, I would just love to give this to one of you. So my thought was, just comment down below if you want it, and I'll randomly pick one and happily send it to you to celebrate 500 subscribers. And I think I'll give it about 2 weeks for like comments, because I know I don't want to make everyone, like I want to give people time if they can't watch the video right away. So yeah, I was thinking 2 weeks. So I would pick maybe like the last Thursday in June is what I was thinking. Picking a winner that comments, and all you have to do is just say you like the yarn, you want the yarn. And then for the Q&A, I was thinking to just comment down below any question that you have for me, and next week I'll answer some. So it's a few vlogs long of celebrating 500 subscribers because it just feels so special. So this one was dyeing the yarn, and then the next week answering some questions, And then the following week, I'll pick the winner. Thank you so much for being here. This was a really fun week. Really adventurous crafting week, I'll say. So yeah, comment down below if you want the yarn. Comment down below with a question if you have one. And then also let me know your advice on the Ballerina Wrap top, because I don't know what to do. So yes, I'm gonna go continue making dinner. It was wonderful catching up with you. I look forward to chatting with you in the comments, and I'll see you next week. Bye.